Beware. Don't be greedy. Don't take more than your share of candy on Halloween. This story is why you may come to regret it. Rhett's mom scolded him about going out on Halloween. She said he was too old and should stay home with her to pass out candy. He blew her off and told her to mind her business. He was 16 and didn't care what others thought. Besides, he wasn't dressing up and going door to door. He had a brilliant idea for tonight. He got on his bike and took off, block after block. He scanned the porches. Finally, the jackpot. A porch with a gigantic ball full of candy. A sign warned, please only take one piece of candy, or else the ball was full of king-size candy bars, Snickers, Twix, Wachamacalas, Butterfingers. He dumped the entire ball into his pillowcase. 2 more houses like this and he'll have his biggest haul ever, he said. Then his stomach rumbled. All the biking had worked up an appetite. He pulled out a Baby Ruth and chewed it down. He tossed the wrapper on the porch. This was no ordinary candy bar. It was the best thing he'd ever eaten. So decadent, rich and sweet, he had to have another. A Milky Way, then a Kit Kats. So good. The bars did nothing to dull his hunger. He kept eating, piece after piece, each one better than the last. He couldn't stop. He reached into his pillowcase to find it empty. Suddenly his stomach hurt and burned. He keeled over. The agonizing sensation went up his spine, down his arm into his hand. He looked at his hand. Each finger had been replaced with a chocolate bar. They fell to the ground as he tried to move his fingers. What the hell, he said. He tried to grab his wrist, but his other hand was candy bars too. His arms and legs were as well. His entire body collapsed. 1,000 chocolate bars collided with the porch and scattered about. The wrappers he left littered. On the porch from earlier, each wiggled like inchworms to their respective bar and encased the candy. Each bar vibrated and hovered back into the ball now refilled. 2 10-year-olds walked up to the porch. Full-size bars. One yelled, "Is the coast clear?" They asked their friend. Why, their friend asked, "I'm gonna take more than one." He whispered,